Emotional damage.
Stuck on you. I've got this feeling down deep in my soul that I just can't lose. Guess I'm on my way. Needed a friend, and the way I feel now, I guess I'll be.
Run.
Crazy things are happening. Crazy things are happening.
Problem. Another problem.
Name is Asitonka Agri Abba, and channel is called Asi Darling because I'm such a darling. Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're not Asi Darling, thank you guys so much for clicking once again. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. And to all my OGs, you know what to do. Comment down below. Let me know, gang. All right, so on today's video, we're going to be talking about yet another poll that was run by the delectable Mr. Ashrebi. So this particular poll, they were talking about what's your experience being married to a much older or much younger person. Different people were dropping their different suggestions. So before you continue this video, let me know your thoughts. What age gap do you think is okay, beyond which you cannot go? Okay, so if it's 5 years, I can marry somebody that's 5 years older than me, or 10 years older than me, or 15 years. I can do 20, but I cannot do 30. If I've experienced anything like this, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. So let's start with all the experiences from people. So this first person said, hubby is 10 years older, fantastic experience, won't trade it for anything. The next person said, 9 years difference, we are best friends. 11 years, he's the yin to my yang. It gets interesting. People know how we do these things now. So this one says, I'm currently in a relationship with a guy that is 14 years older than me. It's been amazing. Although we have our misunderstandings, he's very intentional and caring. There's never an excuse of why we shouldn't communicate or spend quality time together. He's constantly there showing me love. 14 years, okay? So this one says, I am 32, my husband is 60, a son, relationship is sweet. I didn't know he was campaigning. Now I want to just be alive. He's stingy, a community dick, he's manipulative. Well, I'm still married, Sha. Wait. You know, the funny thing about most of these stories is I just scream munch it. I don't actually read it. So most times you're getting like live reaction. Wait. Sis is still married. She's 32, her husband is 60. So that's like, we're looking at like 28 years gap. That's a lot for him to be all these things: stingy, community dick, manipulative, and liar. She has a son. Bro, say it was an amazing experience. No sex, but it was a very sweet experience. She was 4 years older. We met at a conference in Lagos. During the greeting part of the conference, I met her. We became friends. She was just super mature. She knows what she was doing. A long distance relationship though, let's say Lagos and Ibadan. After a year, I asked her out. She said yes. We talk about everything. I can say where she is part-time. She's a church worker, does evangelism a lot. I am not a religious one, so I encourage her to continue a lot. I even follow RCCG overnight program with her. We chat about the pastor, the preaching, everything. 2 years down the line, ladies and gentlemen, someone chatted me up that I should leave his wife. Talk to me. I thought it was a prank. He said he has seen our chat. He sent me wedding pictures, etc. I felt so stupid and deceived. I thought I did my due diligence. I saw that she had another private Facebook page. I checked the husband's Facebook page and I saw everything. She was everywhere. I had to end it, cut my losses. She doesn't want to let me go. Which kind of Ogbanje auntie is this one? She calls and texts me all the time. I feel stupid till date. I enjoyed the 2 years with her, Sha. Fam, are you guys hearing? Oh my goodness. Some women, city girls. Okay, so let's continue. One said, I once had a younger lover. He made me, okay, so this is also a lady that dated a younger guy. He made me feel alive, to be honest. He still wants me, but I'm married now. Thinking of him right now, I really wish I should have married him. You see, I feel like there are lots of women that pass up fantastic relationships simply because they are maybe 2 years younger than the guy, 2 years older than the guy, 3 years older than the guy. There's a particular lady that has spoken about it, and she said it was mainly because of family. I understand that most times, I've even said the story about one that the guy's family found out that she was older, and they made issues about the whole thing. So most times it's even family. You might have a fantastic relationship. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I feel like, I don't know if it's enough reason. If you see somebody that you really care about, the both of you are in sync, I don't know, but this auntie is married and saying she wished she married him. So red flag. All right guys, so let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Let's go to this next one. This one says he's 22 years older than I am, and he's quick to rub it in my face. Any slight misunderstanding, he keeps telling me I'm not your mate. See, if you know that you're going to be bringing those kind of levels, don't go after somebody that is much younger than you, because it doesn't even make sense. Because if you decide to marry her, you are now equal. I understand that there's this respect and there's this thing, but what do you guys think? 22 years, well, it's a lot. This one says 21 years, my senior. We've been married for 16 years with 4 kids. He treats me like a child. I don't know if it's supposed to be a good thing, like he treats you as a child, like he pets you, or he treats you as a child, like he demeans you. Because this person was not being very forthcoming. This one says 8 years older. He was the most immature man I've ever met. Wow. Just 8 years. This one said 5 years difference, 7 years together. It wasn't easy at the earliest stage with her childishness. So it's a guy that is writing his response. I think they're just 5 years. They say, but she's more mature now. We are getting married in August. Love her so much. The whole 7 years we never had sex. Oh, that's really nice. I see, I'm pro celibacy when it comes to relationship, because it clears your head if there's anything that is making you to see red flag and call it pink. Some of you know the reason. You understand that, me I understand that, you know what I'm saying. You know the reason why in Kechi you're seeing that flag is red, but you're calling it pink because of a certain kurukere movement. Sorry for you, God is seeing you. All right, so let's get to the next one. This one says 10 years difference. He's so immature and insecure. I had to end it. You know, sometimes I have to tell people, being older doesn't mean they have sense. Yesterday we were talking about somebody that was 40 years and still indecisive. Some people were like, fam, maybe he's married. Other people were like, you just leave him, he's a boy. It's true, you can be old, you can be like 40, 45 and still not be thinking. That's why some people say that saying a fool at 40 is a fool forever. You can be old and really immature. So it's not a question of age. They're young. I think that's also why some ladies pass up younger guys, because they feel like they're not mature. No, there are young guys that are really mature. Someone says 16 years older. It was fun, but he had a very quiet, controlling spirit. I left when I couldn't take it anymore. 16 years. Okay, so I need you people to notice another thing about all these things. Make sure you let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What age gap from all these their responses, what age gap is the limit? Because yes, there's the one you think is the limit, but from people's experiences you begin to see a pattern. Okay, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you're enjoying this video so far, please make sure to give us a big fat thumbs up. It will help the algorithm. Like my videos, guys. Thank you so much. Let's get to the next one. This one says laughing my ass out. He was over 10 years older and he no get sense. This person doesn't have joy. He no get sense. Okay, so we have a juicy story. It says, I was in uni, he was a graduate and working in the school axis. He was 8 years older, super caring, so thoughtful. I was the type that always had cramps when I was on my period, treats me like a baby. We dated for 4 years before I called it off. I called it off because I had cold feet about the whole thing. He always complains whenever I denied him sex, no matter, not normal complaint, threatening complaint, like when we finally marry. Hope you know you can't deny me your body kind of complaint. Red flag. Unless I say I'm not in the mood or you're in your period. Well, maybe for some persons it's not a problem, but for me it was, because he says it in a very scary way. 2, I cheated on him one time because I was getting cold feet. I was scared, so I tested the waters and I realized I didn't love him as much as I thought I did. So I called off the whole thing. He begged and promised, but he promised to be better. I wasn't having it because my heart was far away. Now he's married. We talk sometimes, Sha, but I'm still single. Sis, if you do not cut that phone, he's married and you talk, I don't even have what to tell people. So what do people think from that her own? I think his own was not actually an age issue. It was a behavioral issue. So that's besides. Okay, so this one said It's been awesome. 14 years age difference. We've known each other for 8 years, been married for 3 years. He's Gen X, I'm a millennial. Our marriage is so smooth. We talk through issues, settle our fights, help each other whenever anything needs to be done. He has zero demarcations of what a woman should do in terms of chores. He knows I have drama and he will sit through most of my drama. Sometimes he agrees to make me happy, but if it doesn't make sense, he puts his foot down. He believes in paying the bills. If I use my card, he finds a way to give me back. And I was a big girl, good job, owned everything before marrying him. But who is complaining? Now I get to save more. The few things that won't change is he's on social media, but will never carry it on his head. He doesn't put up pictures nor talk about shit online. He's old-fashioned in some things, and I don't really mind. Okay, so, and by the way, the sex is great. So this person is saying 14 years difference and she's enjoying it so far. Another person said the age gap between I and my husband is 14 years. We clicked immediately, and when I saw him physically, he told me he wants a serious relationship and hope I don't mind the age gap. I didn't. He's a very good guy, works really hard. He doesn't joke with me. My previous relationships were filled with lies, cheats, pain, but with him, I know some men don't cheat at all. Okay, so she's having a good experience, though he has funny attitude that he's working on. We are not perfect. I remember someone said, why will I be calling him without usual respect? Wait, oh, we're from different tribes also. When the age gap is a lot and then family members know, they want to insist that you call him with Odogu every morning. So he told her in her testimony, like, he told me it's not necessary, he's my best friend, we tell each other everything. So 14 years gap, she's having a good time. This one said, I dated a younger guy, 4 years younger. It was a roller coaster. He goes off grid some days and says he wants to be by himself. He's in a relationship, man. At some point our off time was more than our on time. Incurable flirts, couldn't stop himself from being overtly friendly with women. I was writing episode after episode, and after 6 months I just told myself I'd rather be single than be in this sort of topsy-turvy relationship. We were respectful towards each other while it lasted. Okay, so 4 years younger. This is it. This one says he's 14 years older, very manipulative and insincere. Worst mistake of my life. I will leave soon. So I think she's still married, but she said she will leave soon. This one said it was okay but boring for me. I'm a free, lively, sarcastic person, not disrespectful. He couldn't get my jokes. That's another thing with older people, not being able to understand, maybe because it's a generational gap, especially when it's way older. So she said he couldn't get her jokes, but he was a nice person, rich and all, but I can't keep explaining my jokes. Okay, how many years gap? Okay, 15 years gap. Yeah, it can happen, not just because of the age gap. There are some older people that are in tune with what the young people are doing and they want to always be in touch. There are some people that are just chill, they don't understand anything, jokes fly over their head, and if you're the kind of person that it matters to you, it can be an issue. Do you understand? So that's what she said. I saw a meme once that somebody was like, dating older people is very stressful. Imagine having to explain your jokes. Another person was like, they entered the room basically and the guy was like, this place is hot, and then she was like, yeah, because I'm here. And then he turned to her and was like, do you have fever? He couldn't get the joke, like hot as in she's hot, as in she's a hot girl. If you didn't get the joke, you're among the older people we are talking about. Said, in my case, I'm 29, he's 41, but with a child, and that's got me scared. If there's anyone who their older spouse has a child, please, how was it with the baby mama? Because that's my headache. Okay, so she's asking for advice also. She said, though he said there's no communication between them except through text whenever he sends allowance for his kids or picks her up for holidays, I'm only concerned about the child's mom. What if she decides she wants him back? Basically, this is an issue of you and the guy. And if you want to be in a relationship with somebody that has a child. I saw something that I think I'm going to attach. Basically, a lady was also asking our opinion. She's dating somebody about to be married to someone that has a child, and it's how would I put it? It's a tough dynamic to enter a relationship or a marriage with somebody that has a child. If you are not called to do it, please leave them alone. That's just my own advice. If you're not called to be a stepmother, please leave them alone and find somebody else. Because if you enter that relationship and you maltreat the child, it's not fair. I mean, God is watching. Do you get? So minus the ex-wife, I feel like you should ask yourself if you're ready to be a stepmom, okay? Because the ex-wife might not even be your problem, but if in any way or form you decide to enter that relationship and you're maltreating the girl, that's where the problem is, okay? So I dated this guy that was 12 years younger. We did everything together. It was like love at its peak. A man never gave me money like he did. He was so mature for his age. I enjoyed every bit. Within months, he asked me for my hand in marriage. I accepted, but later I turned it down. I couldn't go on with it due to family pressure. Now I'm married to a man 2 years older, and it's the worst decision. Oh my God. Okay, so the person she was dating was 12 years younger. Fam, how old were you? 12 years is a lot. But she really loved him. He was mature. And she had to turn it down. And like I said before, most times when it comes with the older ladies, family pressure is a lot. I'm falling for a guy that I'm older than with 2 years, but he's sweet today and cold tomorrow. Please leave him, sis. This is a red flag. Just run for your life. Okay, so this next one says 13 years difference. Marriage lasted 3 years. He was always right, manipulative, a master at gaslighting. At a point, he wanted to use me. Please, if there's any noise, there's a school close by. At a point, he wanted to use me and make sure I call him brother or daddy or something like that whenever he was in front of other people. Fam, your wife should be calling you brother or daddy. Are you serious? I could never correct him over anything. He would call me rude and disrespectful, but I was never disrespectful. When giving... This girl is crazy. So, but I was never disrespectful when giving him head. Or reverse cowgirl. This one is not a serious person. And oh, this Daddy Methuselah isn't even 40 years yet. Oh, okay, 13 years difference. So let's say she's like 27 or less. She's less than 27. You know that some people, it's not that they might be 30 something, late 30s, and they're acting like Methuselah in her words. Like, a lot of people like forming that kind of, even when you meet some younger guys, they like that age, I'm not your mate kind of thing. So let me know if you've experienced that kind of thing before. So this is a red flag.
All right, guys, so I just wanted to add, in my own opinion, when you're dating somebody or you're married to someone that is way older or way younger than you are, I feel like the first and most important one is communication. Be sure that you're on the right path. It's easy to misunderstand each other, not even necessarily because there's anything to misunderstand, but just because of communication differences. Understand that this person might be from another generation. So when you're communicating, endeavor not just to listen, to act, listen to understand, listen to hear their own point of view, and that's very important. Also, if you have other tips, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below.
Now the final question: would you date somebody as a lady? Would you date someone that you're way younger than, let's say date or marry, let's say 5 years younger than? And for ladies also, would you marry somebody that is, let's say, 15 years older than you? What's your limit? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As you try to make your girl Asi Darling, please check out my other videos, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.